Good day to everyone, to all my subscribers, and to all who are new to my channel. Welcome to today's edition of our mathematics presentation. Okay, the topic that we are going to discuss today is about multiplying fraction by another mixed fraction. Okay, let's go into the role in multiplying mixed fraction by another mixed fraction. To multiply mixed fraction by another mixed fraction, change mixed fraction to improper fraction, then proceed to multiplication of fraction. Okay, before we will go to the multiplication of mixed number by another mixed number, let us first learn how to change mixed fraction to an improper fraction, because as we go on with the multiplication of mixed number by another mixed number, we need to change mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Okay, so that we need to learn how to change mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Okay, the rule says to change mixed fraction to the improper fraction, multiply the denominator to the whole number, then add the numerator. The result will become the numerator of your answer, then copy the denominator of the mixed number. Okay, take this example, 1 and 3/5. 1 is the whole number, then 3 is the numerator, 5 is the denominator. Now the rule says multiply the denominator to the whole number. Denominator is 5, so we will multiply it to 1, which is the whole number. So 5 times 1 will give us 5. Then add the numerator, which is 3, so 5 plus 3 will give us 8 for the numerator. Now our denominator will be the denominator of the mixed fraction or mixed number. So we have 8 over 5. Oh, that's how simple to do in changing mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So just simply multiply the denominator to the whole number and add the numerator. So 5 times 1 equals 5 plus 3, then we have 8 over 5. We use the denominator of the mixed fraction to become the denominator of our improper fraction. Okay, let's have another example. Changing mixed fraction to improper fraction. So the mixed fraction is 3 and 1/2. Okay, 3 and 1/2 when changed to an improper fraction, we multiply 2 to 3 because the denominator is 2 times the whole number of 3. 2 times 3, we have 6 plus 1, we have 7. That becomes our numerator for our improper fraction. So what will be our denominator? Of course, we have to copy the denominator of the mixed fraction or mixed number. So 7 over 2. So that's how simple to change mixed fraction or mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, next we have 3 and 3/5. So again, the same steps. 5 times 3, 15 plus 3, we have 18. So 18 will be your numerator, denominator is 5. So that we can now perform the multiplication if we were able to change mixed fraction or mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay, let's have another example so that you will be able to follow how to change mixed number or mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Okay, we have 2 and 1/4. Change to an improper fraction. Multiply denominator to whole number, 2 times 4. So 8 plus 1, we have 9. Denominator is 4. So that is how to change mixed number or mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Okay, another example, 1 and 3/5. Again, multiply the denominator by the whole number, 5 times 1. Then add the numerator, which is 3. 5 plus 3, we have 8 over 5. So that's how simple changing mixed number or mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So try to follow, try to observe the steps that you have done, so that in solving your activity in your module, multiplying mixed number by another mixed number or mixed fraction by another mixed fraction, you can follow the steps that we have just presented. Okay, after presenting to you how to change mixed number or mixed fraction into an improper fraction, this time we'll do the reciprocal, changing improper fraction to a mixed number or mixed fraction. Because if your answer in multiplication is an improper fraction, then you need to change that into a proper fraction. So we have to learn. This time we will present to you how to change mixed fraction or improper fraction to mixed fraction, or doing the reciprocal. A while ago, we changed mixed fraction or mixed number to an improper fraction. This time we will change improper fraction to mixed number or mixed fraction, because in multiplying mixed number by another mixed number or mixed fraction by another mixed fraction, we need to make our answer into a proper fraction. It should be a proper fraction when you have to present your answer. So we have 18 over 5. So how to change this into a proper fraction? What you are going to do is you divide 18 by 5. So when you divide 18 by 5, you have first the digit quotient is 3, then multiply 3 times 5, we have 15. 18 minus 15, your remainder is 3. Now, how to change this into a mixed fraction? Your quotient now will become your whole number, while your remainder becomes your numerator, and your divisor, which is 5, will become your denominator. Take note, when you have your division, the result of your division, the quotient, which is 3, becomes your whole number, the remainder becomes your numerator, and your divisor, which is 5, will become your denominator. So ito follow. Try to look at the illustration so that you will be able to follow when you do changing improper fraction to proper fraction. Why do we call that proper fraction? Because proper fraction, numerator should be less than the denominator. Mas maliit dapat ang numerator kaysa denominator. Kaya meron tayong 18 over 5, that is not a proper fraction. That is improper, because numerator is bigger than the denominator. When that will be your answer, then you have to change that by doing the division. You divide 18 by 5, so your result is 3 and 3/5. 3 becomes the whole number, the remainder becomes the numerator, divisor becomes the denominator. Okay, let's have another example. Changing improper fraction to proper fraction. So, the proper fraction, you have 17 over 3. We call this improper because numerator is bigger. So, this is improper fraction. So, we will change. We will divide 17 by 3. So, first digit quotient is 5. 5 times 3, we have 15. We subtract 17 minus 15. Result is 2. 2 can no longer be divided by 3. So 2 becomes your remainder. So we will have your answers now. Your quotient, which is 5, becomes the whole number. Your remainder, which is 2, becomes your numerator. And your divisor, which is 3, will now become your denominator. So try to follow, try to look at this illustration, that in solving your activity in your module, you will be able to follow. Look at the illustration correctly. Try to observe how did we obtain our answer, changing improper fraction to proper fraction. What are going to do? Divide. Then the result will be distributed as follows. Quotient becomes the whole number. Remainder becomes the numerator. Your divisor will become the denominator of your answer. Okay, let us now solve exercises number 1. Applying the rule in multiplying mixed fraction by another mixed fraction, or mixed number by another mixed number. Why do we call them mixed fraction or mixed number? Because it is combination of a whole number and a fraction. Okay, let's now apply the rule in multiplying mixed number by another mixed number. Okay, according to the rule, change mixed fraction or mixed number to an improper fraction. So we will not change. 5 times 1, we have 5, plus 3, we have 8. So copy the denominator of the mixed number, we have 5. So let's go to the next fraction. 3 and 1/3. So 3 times 3, 9 plus 1, 10. Denominator is 3. So we will copy the denominator of the mixed number, 10 over 3. So we can now proceed to the multiplication. Multiply the numerator by the numerator of the other fraction. 8 times 10, we have 80. In denominator, 5 times 3. So we have 15. So our answer is an improper fraction because numerator is bigger than the denominator. You have 80 over 15. So we will change improper fraction into a proper fraction. How to do it? We will have to divide 80 divided by 15. So if we divide 80 divided by 15, our first digit quotient is 5. That's why when we multiply 5 by 15, we have 75. So 80 minus 75, we have 5 as the remainder. You can no longer divide by 15. So 5 becomes your remainder. So we can now distribute the result. Quotient of 5 will become your whole number. Your remainder, which is 5, becomes your numerator. And 15, which is your divisor, will become your denominator. So that's how we are going to distribute the result of your division. So you again, your whole number becomes your quotient becomes your whole number. Your remainder becomes your numerator. Your divisor, which is 15, will become your denominator. So your answer will be 5 and 5 over 15. Now, your fraction is not in the lowest term because we can still reduce the fraction, because 15, which is your denominator, can be divided by 5, which is your numerator. So we can still reduce that one by making 5 as your common divisor. So we will divide 5 by 5, we have 1. 15 divided by 5, we have 3. So your final answer will be 5 and 1/3. So in having your answers, you have to look at it if this fraction is already in the lowest term. If it is not, then you have to reduce the fraction to its lowest term. Okay, let's have another example. 3 and 1/2 times 2 and 2/5. So again, applying the rule, we will change mixed number into an improper fraction. So 3 and 1/2. So we will multiply 2 times 3, we have 6 plus 1, you have 7 for your numerator, and copy the denominator of the mixed number. We have 7 over 2. That's the first improper fraction for the value of 3 and 1/2. Then, for the multiplier, 2 and 2/5, change to an improper fraction. 5 times 2, we have 10 plus 2, 12. Copy the denominator of the mixed fraction, which is 5. So, our answer is 12 over 5. So, we can now perform the multiplication. 7 over 2 times 12 over 5. So, we multiply the numerator. 7 times 12, we have 84. Denominator, 2 times 5, we have 10. So, we have our answers, which is an improper fraction. So, this will not be your final answer. You have to perform the division. You have to make this improper fraction into a proper fraction by dividing. So, we divide 84 divided by 10. First digit quotient is 8. Multiply to 10, we have 80. You subtract 84 minus 80, you have 4. You cannot divide 4 anymore. So 4 becomes your remainder. So distributing your answers, your quotient, which is 8, becomes your whole number. Your remainder, which is 4, becomes your numerator, and your divisor, which is 10, will become your denominator. So looking at your answer, 8, 4 over 10. Take note that you have to see to it that your answer is in the lowest term. So if you are to look at your fraction 4 over 10, they are both composite number. Therefore, they can still be reduced. So we need to reduce this fraction to its lowest term. So what will be the common factor of 4 and 10? You can only have 2 because factors of 4 is 2 times 2. Factors of 10 is 2 times 5. So common factor is 2. So we will divide 4 by 2, result is 2. 10 divided by 2, result is 5. So your final result will be 8 and 2/5 or 2 over 5. So that is now the fraction in the lowest term. Okay, we will solve the last example. We have 4 and 3/5 times 2 and 3/4. Okay, going back into the rule again. So we will change mixed number or mixed fraction into an improper fraction. We will multiply 5 times 4, we have 20, plus 3, we have 23. 23 is your numerator. Your denominator will be 5 because this is the denominator of your mixed number or mixed fraction. So we have 23 over 5. So let's go to the multiplier, which is 2 and 3/4. Multiply to 4 times 2, 8 plus 3, 11. Denominator is 4. So we can now proceed to multiplication. 23 times 11, we have 253. Then multiply the denominator, which is 5 and 4, we have 20. So our answer is 253 over 20. Okay, this answer is an improper fraction. So we need to change this into a proper fraction. How to do it? We will divide 253 by 20. So dividing 253 by 20. First digit quotient is 1. Multiplied to 20, then you have 20. Subtract 25 minus 20, we have 5. Bring down 5, then bring down 3, you have 53. So what will be our second digit quotient? We have 2 times 20, we have 40. So 53 minus 40, remainder is 13. We can no longer divide 13 by 20, so this becomes our remainder. So we will now distribute our result. Quotient of 12 becomes our whole number. Remainder of 13 will become the numerator of the fraction. 20, which is the divisor, will become the denominator of your fraction. So our answer will be 12 13/20. Now, question. Is this fraction in the Lewis term? Yes. Why is it in the Lewis term? Because numerator is a prime number. There is no other factor of 13 except 13 times 1. That's why this fraction is now in the Lewis term. So our final answer is 12 13/20. Okay, this is all for today's mathematics presentation. To all my subscribers, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe my channel so that you will be notified for the next videos that I will be uploading.